Hello guys, welcome to my first video of 2018. I know I'm actually uploading video again after taking about an 11 months hiatus. And I mainly took such a long hiatus because for I don't know how many months, it's just whenever I try to play this game, I would just get so much lag, even worse than how Garden Warfare servers usually are, all laggy. I know it's easy just to blame EA's crappy servers, but it was definitely my Wi-Fi a bit too. So I basically just stopped playing this game for a long time. I still played occasionally, because every once in a while this game would not lag for me. But the vast majority of the time I just wanted to play this game, and I couldn't because a friendly neighborhood lag would come and be like, "What, you want to play this game?" Nope. No, you are not. So I eventually got myself an Ethernet cord, and it actually helped my lag quite a lot. Of course I still lag because, EA servers are terrible. At least in this game they are. So, yeah. So I've been playing this game again more frequently ever since, what was it? I think it was a few days after the Super Brainz and Rose rebalance, so yeah. And this game is actually a few days after that, so this is when I was just started playing this game frequently again, so don't expect any mid-air Super Brainz punches and heroic kick having that back. So yeah, you can tell this is an old replay, but hey, okay, I'm back, guys. So let's talk about Super Brainz. I actually really love the changes they made to Super Brainz. He actually made him a fun character to use, at least in my preferences. Before the changes, he was just a bad hybrid between a melee character and a long-range character. He didn't have the mobility to get up close frequently without getting a way out, and his range damage was not too fantastic. It was alright, but wasn't amazing. But now he can get in and out very well. Though beating plants in the one-on-one fight up close is a bit of a challenge. Super Brainz has a lot of weaknesses, to be honest. You always have to be super careful when you're fighting the majority of plants up close. If you can't ambush them, they can really give you a hard time. Especially Torchwood and Citron. Because Torchwood, all you have to do is hit that L1 button, you're dead. Citron, even though he got overnerfed a bit in my opinion, still, EMP is still a fantastic ability. They'll just destroy you if you're not careful. And Citron can just melt the Super Brainz at close range. And Chompers too. All Chompers have to do is, hit that L1 button, goop you, spike weed you, you're finished. But at least Super Brainz still has his laser, which gives him an edge because he can get the rooftops. When the patch notes first hit, I honestly thought his beam was useless, but actually, it's really handy against those Chompers. Still, I wouldn't consider Super Brainz amazing against Chompers, but he's usable at least. Yeah, sorry about that cough. I'm still coughing like I always am when I'm uploading my videos, while recording them at least. So, sorry about that. Or interrupting myself. Haven't changed a bit. So, yeah. Super Brainz has a lot of weaknesses. Even pea shooters. Pea shooters, right now, in my opinion, are definitely the best plant class at the moment. Without a shadow of a doubt. They're not fantastic against Super Brainz. Well, they're pretty good. Especially Agent and Plasma. They're disgusting against Super Brainz. Because, they got Hyper. Even though Super Brainz can punch in midair now, with Hyper, you can just move faster to get away. So yeah, Super Brainz just has a hard time dealing with plants up close. In a one-on-one fight if you can't ambush them. I can't think of any plants that you really have a good edge on. Well, except cacti and sunflowers. But you shouldn't be in a position where you can get wrecked at as a cactus. Like, if super brains are consistently getting you to as a cactus without them being a suicide brains, like, you're probably just not playing a cactus right. And honestly, I think people exaggerate how weak cacti are at close range. Like, sure, camel cactus may be terrible at close range, but cacti is still pretty decent at defending stuff at close range. They're not amazing. Like, zombies definitely have the edge. But, you know, they can, like, especially future and normal cactus, they can defend themselves quite well. So, like, don't underestimate a cacti's DPS at close range as a super brains. Like, even a cacti can just melt your HP, like, sure, you may win the fight, but at the cost of what? 75% of your hit points? 50%? Like, it's going to take a long time to get that health back as a healer, so you got to be extremely cautious, because your hit points can melt as a super brains. Especially Colonel Corn, like, oh, you ambush them? Oh, wait, they hit the triangle button. You're finished. So, I know I keep on repeating myself. Like, I know my commentary still isn't amazing. Still gotta work on that. But yeah. Like, you always have to be aware of how your opponents can counter you. Like Torchwood, their Blazing Blast, Citron, their EMP, Chompers, their Goop, Pea Shooters with Hyper. Sunflowers really don't have anything. Cacti, their Iron Maiden and their Walnuts, I think they're called, can be decent. Not amazing, but they can work in a pinch to at least delay the inevitable. What else? What other plant classes are there? Cornwester Husktop and Shuckshot. Shuckshot's pretty easy to deal with as a super brains, to be honest. What else are there? Oh yeah, Chomper with Goop and Spikeweed. I'm pretty sure I already said that. I'm already repeating myself. What other plant classes are there? Oh, Rose. Rose and her stuns. Her stuns may be significantly weaker now, but they can still work in a pinch. Like, if you get goatified, like, it definitely is harder to land your goatify now, but if they hit it, basically out of the game for like 8 seconds. And Time Snare, well, it doesn't stun you for an eternity now. It's still decent. And still a good ability, I would say. Though Rose isn't amazing against the Super Brains, unless it's a Frost Rose. Because if they stun you, freeze you, you're dead. Yeah, that's basically what I think of Super Brains. He's as of the changes, like, he's very strong. He has the ability to get around the field with ease. But most of the plant classes can deal with an aggressive Super Brains. If they see him coming, of course. You gotta try to be sneaky with them, or else you get wrecked. Oh, and of course you gotta deal with them teaming up together. Like, I didn't notice that there was a Chomper there. Got gooped and got finished off. In party time too, all my hard work just got rid of. Well, it's not really hard to get party time with party brains. Especially since all the changes party characters got. Yeah, party brains are pretty good character. They're definitely the best super brains in my opinion. Though you could argue the toxic brains is better. But personally, in my preferences, I like a character who's like consistently good and not like underwhelming 70% of the time, or more like 80% of the time, and OP 20% of the time. That's just my own personal preference, though. So, yeah. No idea what to say now. So, yeah, this, as I said earlier, this is the first game I played with him in a long time. Well, the first game I played was Super Brains, because I took such a long hiatus of barely playing this game. I think I played a little bit, but very infrequently, as I said before, because I forgot what I said 8 minutes ago. Jeez. Yeah, as I said, like, right there, Sunflowers, like, don't underestimate them. They may not be able to counter Super Brainz at close range, but they can still melt your HP, like, super fast. Like, you gotta be aware of those DPS classes. Well, the classes that can have extremely high DPS, like Kernel Corn and Sunflower and Cacti. Like, if they see you in midair, well, not midair, at mid-range, like, you're gonna say goodbye to a good chunk of your health. Like, always gotta try to keep your HP on points as Super Brainz, because they can just go away like that. And a good healer is always appreciated, especially when you're playing one of these tanky classes that can just lose their health a lot, like Citron and All-Star and Super Brainz now. Jesus, what's these coughs? So, this is a pretty good game with Party Brainz, even though our team was a bit stacked. Like, we had a second max ranks joined, and I don't think the ranks on their side were that bad. Like, ranks don't necessarily mean they're a good player, like a higher rank, but generally speaking, if someone has a higher rank plank, they're usually better than someone with a low rank plank. Oh, did you... Damn, that's a pro rolls right there. Like, right there, I was debating if I should try to fight them, because them skills, like that L1, R1 triangle combo, that is some skill right there. But luckily I managed to beat that god tier Rose player. That was a scary experience. I don't know how I managed that. That was just pure luck. Oh Jesus, all those sunflowers. I forgot I kicked there, huh? I just kicked this thing. Well, okay, that's Party Brainz. He's a really good character. Super Brainz actually a pretty usable class now. I wouldn't consider him like a top tier class, but he's pretty good now. He's usable, unlike he was before. Like before he was usable, but he wasn't amazing. But now Super Brainz, in my opinion, definitely a good class. Definitely got buffed. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video after 11 months, if anyone still even watches my channel. And goodbye.